Eagles, man, Stan, what up? I am back. Sorry, I've been going to YouTube. I've been busy, this job, man, but I'm back. A lot has happened with the Eagles. I don't even know where to start, but two preseason games in the books. I was just at the second one. Um, I got there late, but I was there. Man, it was sloppy. But yo, a lot to catch up on. First of all, man, I hate to see Jordan Matthews go, man. Jordan Matthews, man, has been real solid. You was the number one receiver last year, man. You was solid, man. I mean, he wasn't the most flashiest receiver, I know that, but he was the best one we had. He wasn't a headache. He wasn't a cancer. He was a good down to earth guy. You could tell Carson Wentz just took it the hardest. I heard they all took him out. They all took him out to eat. Wentz drove him to the airport. You could just tell it was one that that was just real tough for him. But then he got hurt. He had a fracture or something. But yo, J Matt, man, I just wish you nothing but success in Buffalo. Go out and just beast and do your thing, man. But had a good time. Took me and my lady out there in Philly. Got a nice fat juicy cheesesteak. Got stains all over, but that's how you gotta do in Philly. Surrounded by the Eagles Nation, and that's how we did it. Watching the preseason game again. But anyway, gave up Jordan Matthews in the third round pick for Ronald Derby, but yo, Derby could have took that interception back to the crib for a pick six. I don't know what happened, but that yo, good job by Howie Roseman for pulling off a trade like that this time of the year. That's something to do. I don't know if y'all noticed that, but getting a player like that this time of year, that's something to do. So I think that was something that needed to be addressed with Sidney Jones out. Jalen Mills, I'm not 100% sold on. I think he holds too much. He gets pass interference too much. I know he tries to make plays, but Jalen Mills, he's okay, but I'm just not really sold on him yet. He's okay. I'm just not really sold on him yet. Patrick, what's his name? Patrick Robertson. I think he did good the first preseason game, but yo, this dude, man, Derby, he's the truth. Jalen Mills, I'm not 100% sold on, but I'm more comfortable now with dude, man. Yo, he also with practice and training camp, he's going to make these receivers better. Wentz looked a little shaky, but he's going to be okay. Now, the run game looked this sloppy, both preseason games. I'm not too worried about that. Blunt, he's going to be the truth. Pumphrey, I don't know. He's got to get it together. Matt Collins, I want to see more of him. I didn't see too much of him at the preseason game. Aguilar, they hyping him up. I'm not jumping on his bandwagon, man. Y'all can say all this and that. I'm not jumping on that till the regular season starts. Michael Kendricks, what can I say? I'm confused about that, man. Dude's beasting, man, but he wants to get traded. I don't know how I feel about Kendricks, man. It's like I want to root for the guy, but it's like in his heart he doesn't want to be an Eagle. But it's whatever, man. But how I feel right now, I'm not too sure. The offensive line, that's what I'm worried about. Wentz is running for his life. Jason Peters, I mean, Lane Johnson is okay. Chance Warmack, alright. Jason Kelsey, I think he's got to go. He's too small. Who's the other one? I think it's Matt Tobin. I'm not really sold on. And Jason Peters, man, look at the guy he's injured. That offensive line, man, it needs help. I think that's where we need help at in the draft. So who knows? Maybe in the off season next year, maybe we keep Kendricks and he keeps beasting out. Maybe Howie does something and trade him for a second or third round pick and get a lineman. Because I think this is Jason Peters' last year. Because let me tell you something, man. This offensive line, they keep hyping this line up and saying that we have the one of the best lines in the league. No, we don't. I watched this line live. This line is terrible. Wentz is running for his life. Like, as soon as he snaps the ball, this line is. I understand Jason Peters wasn't at the game for personal reasons, but you could tell in the first preseason game, the line is terrible. But that's going to be a major issue heading into the regular season. That line, but I just can't wait to see what happens, man. But man, I just wish Jordan Matthews was still here, man. I wanted to see him, Torrey Smith, and Alshon Jeffrey gel together with and I hope Zach Ertz do something, man. I'm sick of this dude just only does something during the last 2 games of the season, doesn't do nothing but get hurt or something like that, or just doesn't produce, man. It's just like, come on. It's like, come on, help us out. But what you gonna do? But stuff happens. So, but we got the Dolphins next. Eagles won. Derek Barnett, doing his thing. Nelson Aguilar had a couple catches. He ain't do nothing. People praising him. He ain't score no touchdown. He ain't go deep. He ain't do nothing. I'm not jumping on his bandwagon. He does good preseason, but as soon as it comes time for the regular season, he'll be dropping wide open. I'm not getting into it. But heading into the regular season, I don't know what to expect. I think the offensive line, that is what scares me the most. The offense, really. I'm not too worried about the defense. You got the defensive line. That's going to be, I think, the fun part to watch. With Cox and Graham and Timmy Jernigan. No one's talking about this dude. This guy is a monster with Cox. No one's talking about Timmy Jernigan. Like, yo, that's going to be oh my gosh. That's going to be like Legion of Doom, like the Road War. Yo, no one's talking about it, but everyone's sleeping on him. Everyone's talking about, no offense to Wentz, but everyone's talking about, Wentz and Jeffrey. But Timmy Jernigan and Cox and Graham, that's what people should be talking about. But that's what I'm excited for. That and, now you're going to have Jenkins back there and Derby and them. What I'm main concerned for a little bit now is maybe that line and Wentz having time to throw that ball in the run game, and Pumphrey, man, that dude gotta get it together. But I don't know. Maybe things will change when the season starts. And let me tell you what, I know the Redskins lost a lot of good players. They don't got Jackson and all of them, but that's gonna be a tough game. I think it's away. I don't got the schedule with me, but I think it's away if I'm not mistaken. It's away, and it's a divisional rival game, and the Redskins been owning us for the past few years. That's not going to be an easy win, y'all. Let me tell you, that's not. So, but we got 2 preseason games. The season is going to be here before you know it, but let me know what y'all think, how this preseason has been going, and what y'all think, how the Eagles are going to fare heading into the regular season. But it's Eagles Man Stan catching up with y'all. I'm going to be back more. Alright, peace.